Good morning, everyone. It's Allison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Allison. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, on the west coast of Canada. Welcome to my regulars, and if you're new, welcome to you. I'm just going to make sure that I'm broadcast. I'm on YouTube. Yay, that's working. It looks like I'm on my Facebook page. Yeah, and I've got sound, so that's great. Okay, so now I just have to wait for people to come and then we can get started. Today we're going to be using the Adventurous Sky, which is part of the Take to the Sky, Take to the Sky suite. And I've got something exciting. I meant to print it off, but I forgot. Oh well, I'm a bit off today. My husband returned. Good morning, Keisha. How are you? I meant to run something off to show you, but my husband arrived after being away for 2 weeks, and between plane delays and didn't get home till late, and anyway, catching up with him, and I'm out of sorts today. I'm like confused. Anyway, let me just show you. Take to the Sky. Here it is. It's on page 36 and 37. And this fantastic suite of products is the focus of my all-star tutorial. Good morning. You're back in Kelowna. Hi, Carol. Hi, Ellie. It is the free PDF tutorial that I gift my customers and anyone on my team. It's 12 video tutorials. So we give you the pictures and the supply list and the measurements, both imperial and metric. So if you don't live in Canada, if you live in the UK or South Pacific, we give you the measurements to create the projects. And then we each do a video. So there's 12 of us, 12 demonstrators from around the world. And we put it all together in a tutorial and we gift it to our teams, and I gift it to my customers. If you're not a customer, you can buy the tutorial. So I'm going to have that link up later today for you to go purchase, but it's really fun. But I meant to print it out, the form, so you could, not the form, but what you could see. What am I trying to say? The picture of the snippets of what's in our tutorial. Anyway, we're using the Take to the Sky. Okay, so that took a long time to get all that out. Hi, Mo, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to do a really quick card today. Thank goodness, because my brain's not really with it. So let's go over to my workspace. Let's go over here. So you can see your comments and you can see what we're doing. So we are using Adventurous Sky. We're using the Designer Series paper from the Take to the Sky. And I see here I was going to be using something else, but now I don't even have it out in front of me. But that's okay. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. Okay. I might be a little discombobulated today. Shall we look at some of the cards that we've made along the way with Take to the Sky? Remember this one? I think this is one that's a case from the catalog. Don't you love the plane? I love the plane. Okay, and then we also made this one. Remember the buckle card? My sister Mo made this card, and I recreated it on a live. So she was the one who originally made the card for me, and then I thought I would show you guys how to make it. So it's called a buckle card. And then we've got this one here, which I got in a swap. I love the way the plane, I don't know if you can see the body of the plane. So rather than use just cardstock to make the body of the plane, this is the Designer Series paper. And that's that pattern that just works beautifully with the plane. I love this. Okay. Oh, and there's those trinkets. Now, here's something that people have been noticing. See the trinket? It's a silver trinket, but apparently as it gets exposed to the air, it oxidizes. So it kind of is interesting. Okay. Good morning, Leanne. How are you? And then here's another swap. This one was my sister Mo has made this one. This is a spanner card. So love spanner cards. And she used the plane, the body of the plane, to attach the two side pieces. Isn't that cool? Love that Designer Series paper. I love the way, like, this goes so well because she's got that paper, that Designer Series paper, and then she's done the plane the same color. So it just looks like it's popping off the DSP. Well done, Mo. Love this one. that cute? Okay, so those are some of the cards that we've made in the past or that I've shown you. Let's get started. Okay, so today's card is really simple. In fact, this was a card that I did for my swap. I swapped with a bunch of fabulous Canadian demonstrators, and this was my swap. Okay, so we've got Knight of Navy, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, and then I've got a piece of basic white. Let me just make sure. I think this is, yeah, this is 5 by 4, 5 1/4 by 4. Oof, 5 1/4 by 4. And then I just picked a piece of designer series paper. I think that's kind of looks like, you know, if you were up in a plane or maybe outer space, you're looking down at the topography of the earth or maybe the water, and you would see this. Good morning, Diane. How are you? So that's kind of the make guts of this, right? So let's glue this down. So I'm just going to glue my basic white down. This is a really simple card. And you could use, I was thinking this is a good layout. I love this side, but it'll clash with what we're doing. At least I think it will. I think it will clash. You know what? I'm not going to glue it down because maybe it won't clash. So let's wait and see. Let's do the other elements. Okay. So what I've got is a piece of Balmy Blue, and I want to stamp in Balmy Blue. You're good. Oh, I'm glad you're good. Boy, this weather. I know. I had a phone appointment with my doctor the other day, and he said, "How are you doing?" And I said, "Okay." And then I said, the sun just came out, because it did. And we've had rain for like 2 weeks. And he said, I don't, something about, he jokingly said something about like, oh, let's not talk about the weather because then people will start complaining about that it's too hot. And I said, that's true. I guess we should just be grateful we're alive. And he said, yes. So I'm going to try not to complain. But this rain is rather depressing. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Watching me over on YouTube. Okay. So I've got a circle die. This is from one of my favorite die sets, Stylish Shapes. I don't know what I'll do if they retire this. Look at this. Does anyone else do this where they don't leave it all pretty? I should leave it pretty so I can show you. But there's circles and squares. And then there's also these kind of little labels, which are nice. So we're going to be cutting this out. And what I did was I was talking boho blue on boho blue, the clouds. Okay. And then I just want to cut this out. So I've got that cloud design. Okay. So we can go ahead and do that. Let's bring in our Stampin' Cut and Emboss. If you do not have a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, this is the mini one. This is great for lots of things. Lots of things will fit in here. There are some that won't because it's, you know, we're restricted by, I think it's like 3 3/4 maybe. But lots of stuff can be cut with this. So if you want something that's nice just for your desk and doesn't get in the way, this is the machine for you. It's going on sale on the 5th, which is, somebody help me, that is Wednesday. Wednesday the 5th, it's going on for 10% off. So I kind of look at that as it's almost the equivalent of free shipping, right? So if you've been thinking about getting this one or the large one, or the regular size, it's not large, it's just the Stampin' Cut and Emboss. If you're thinking of getting it, May 5th would be the time to get it because it's on sale. Okay, so we're just going to set that one aside. Then I need a piece of basic white. And here we are. And this time I'm going to use a Knight of Navy. And we're going to stamp that, what I call the medium size. Is it the medium size? Yeah, medium size plain. Here we go. Knight of Navy. And I'm just going to let that dry for a sec. It's a juicy little pad. And then, don't you love it when we have a die that cuts out an image? Hi, Sarah. How are you this morning? How's things in Saskatchewan, in Saskatoon? How's Tricks over there? I hope you're getting better weather than us. See, I'm not supposed to talk about the weather because what's the point? I can't change it, but oh, it's really raining now. My friend in the North Shore, Ange, texted me this morning and says it was coming down torrential in the North Shore. And you worry about flooding and stuff, right? It gets a bit scary. You know what? I am going to cut that out. Yeah, no, we're going to just keep bringing this in and out. That's okay. Back with our little mini. And let's cut out our airplane. Okay. All right. So that's our next little element, because we're going to have our plane flying in the sky. And then set that aside again. Like I said, this is a pretty straightforward card. I'm going to do one more thing with my stamps. This is a piece that I'm going to put on the inside. Now, whenever you have a dark colored front, like this Night of Navy, it's really hard to write in here unless you have a white pen. So we're going to have a piece on the inside so that we have a place to write. Okay, overcast and chilly, rain predicted. The weather is so weird. Is it nice in Toronto, you guys? What's it like back east? I am going to take that same boho, that same large cloud. I am going to stamp off on a scrap because I don't want it strong. I don't want it dark. And I'm just going to stamp that on the bottom like that. And then I'm going to take that Night of Navy, but I'm going to take the little plane this time, and I'm going to stamp it on top. So just give it a little bit of interest for the inside of the card. Okay, and a place to write. So let's glue that in before we lose this piece of paper. Okay, so that can go on the inside. For those of you on this call, like my sisters and my friend Leanne, I should have put that on the inside of my swap card. So, sorry. You guys get at it. Raining in Toronto. Skies are clearing. Well, I was supposed to water my husband's garden when he was gone. Like it was my only job. And the bright side was that it rained every single day, like badly. Completely pummeled my peonies, unfortunately. His poor garden, the cucumbers are dead because it just was too wet. Like, how can it be too wet? The only thing that grew was the grass. It's unbelievable out there. I need a cow to go in there and chomp it up. Okay, so now I've got a piece. I want to do a saying. So I've got Night of Navy, and we're going to grab, because you know I love to emboss. I think I'm kind of addicted to embossing. So I've got white emboss powder, I've got Versamark, and I've got my embossing buddy. Did you get yours yet, Nancy? Did you get your little kit? Nancy ordered the embossing kit. So she got the tweezers and the embossing buddy. Did you get that already? Did your order come? I can't remember when you ordered, so I'm trying to remember if it should have come by now. Not sure. Flying by to say hi. So let's just stamp that. Doesn't matter if it's crooked because I'm going to be cutting it out. So we're going to be good. I'm going to dump my white embossing powder on top. You got it. Oh, good. Good. Good for you. You got that on the free shipping day, didn't you? I think you took advantage of it. Yeah. Well done. You won't be sorry. It's fantastic. Let's put the lid on so we don't have any accidents. And let's heat set that. Okay. Remember when we're heat setting or heat embossing,
we want to stay in one place until it starts to melt, and then we're going to gradually move across. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so that we get that raised. Okay, let that cool down because it is still kind of like molten. I call it like molten lava. Okay, so we want it to just cool down. Then we're going to take our label from the stylish shaped dies, and I want to cut this one. See, this is where I can straighten it out. Boy, I really did stamp that crooked. I kind of want it like that. Just trying to measure, where do I want that little tag? So that's where I want it. Okay, then bring back our little emboss machine. See how this is great? You can move it so easily to your work surface because it's light and it's easy to move around, and it just cuts like butter. Look at it going through there. You're using it today. Awesome. You will love it. You will not regret getting that. Okay. Here we go. I should show people what it is, right, Nancy? Because I can't remember where I showed it. Was it in a, maybe it was in a class. Wasn't it a class I showed you guys? And I don't think you were aware of it until then. So let me show you what you get. So you know what we're talking about. So you get the, what I call the powder pal. And then you get these are the best tweezers. They are so good. You get this brush, because sometimes even when you use your embossing buddy, you get little stray, like powder, and you can just brush it off real easy. And it goes into quite, like if I got something here, it goes into quite, like you can really get in and flick. It's really good. So those are the elements, comes together. Okay. You will not regret it. Okay, let's bring back our card and figure this out. So I could do this. This is the other side, but I think this is too busy. What do we got? What do we think? Is that too busy? Because that's going to go kind of like that. That's sort of what we're looking for. There's some other elements that we're going to put on here, but do we think that's too busy? Maybe not. Let's go for it. I can show you the other one and you can decide which. You can say, no, I like that one better. I'm going for it. I'm going in. Well, I have two examples of it, which is always good too. That's just the other side, because sometimes it's hard to decide which side you want, right? So for my little circle here with my clouds, I want to put some twine on that. So I'm going to just grab my, just a sec. Just a sec. That's not what I want. Okay. It's a brand new one. We're not going to be fussing around with that. My gosh, it's so fussy to try and get that, to get the start of a new twine. Or the linen thread. Does anyone else have that problem, or is it just me? Oh gosh, when I try and find the end, fussy, fussy, fussy. Okay, so we're gonna straighten this out. I just run my nail along here because you know it's on this little tube, and so it gets kind of too curly, right? You like the other side? It's okay, yeah. I'll show you the other one. Hi, Joanne. Happy Sunday. How nice to see you here live. Okay, so you guys laugh, but I use a very technical product. It's called Scotch tape, and I take a piece of Scotch tape. Now you could use glue dots or all sorts of things, but I'm going to just kind of run this around a couple of times around my finger, and then I'm going to put it on the back of this. So it's kind of going to do this kind of thing. And I just want to hold that in place, but then I'm going to turn it over and see if I like it. Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay, and then I'm going to trim off, give it a little haircut here. There we go. And then for this, I'm going to pop that up. So I want to use my Stampin' Dimensionals. Nancy, stay tuned. I'm going to show you the original so that you can see the difference. So remember, you guys, if you make a purchase during the month of June, you're going to get 12 video tutorials. And I'm going to tell you that my friends that I do it with, there are some spectacular ones in there. Really including 3D projects. So great. And if you don't want to make a purchase, that's okay. You can buy the tutorial from me. It's $19.50, I think, Canadian, which is pretty good. Okay, so now we have our little plane. And I want to glue this down, but I'm going to just see. I might have to, nope, I'm going to just glue this down. I'm not worried about that it's close to this side because this side's going to get covered up, okay? So we're just going to do this, move this along a titch. There we go. And then I'm going to pop up my plane. Okay. There we go. Like that. Okay. Now, I also forgot to cut something up, but I've got some extras. So do you guys do this? Do you cut out extras of things and then have them in your little pouch? All I did here, just so you know, is I cut out a propeller. Okay, so it cuts out 2 at a time, which is kind of nice. So I just stick that on. Okay, so that's what we've got. Then let's add, now these are not the trinkets. These are the basic gray and smoky slate pearls. I prefer these to the trinkets that come in the kit, or come in the suite, but it's just me. I'm just going to put a few of these on. I like how these are like almost like a gunmetal, right? Like, whoop, they add that element of kind of metal. Looks like metal. Let's put one in the middle of our little plane. Okay, so that's today's card, but the other side of the designer series paper, that's the other side that looks more like if you're in the plane and you're looking down on Earth. Oh, thanks, Carol. It's a really simple. It's nice to see you too, Joanne. It's nice when we all get together on a Sunday morning. Well, afternoon for you, Joanne. Okay. So I don't know. I think Nancy prefers this one. So what do we think? It's not overly busy, I guess. It doesn't work as well as the one my sister Mo made, right? Like, here's hers. You see what she did? She, you know, match it. This one is a better fit because she's got the big plane and she's used the same colors and she's coordinated it with the DSP, but she's smart. Not a cute little spanner card? So cute. Anyway, that's today. What do we think? Not sure. Okay, so let's come back over here. Okay, there we are. Yeah, I don't mind either one. They're okay. You can't choose both. They're great. Mo likes the blue one. Yeah, you and Nancy. Yeah, it's not as busy, is it? Yeah, I have a feeling that Leanne will like the blue one too. She think the other one was too busy. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, they're both okay. But yeah, less busy is kind of nice, right? All right, you guys. Well, that was a fast card. I told you, 25 minutes. Fast. What else can I tell you? Sale coming on the 5th. All bundles. You know how bundles, when you buy stamps and dies together or stamps and punches together, you get a 10% discount? Well, starting the 5th and for the rest of June, it's another 10%. So 10% and then another 10%. Okay, so you want to order early. And then both of the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machines, the regular size and the mini, are both on for 10% off starting on the 5th. So just bear that in mind, okay? Oh, thanks, Nancy. Yeah, my sister's card is really sweet, isn't it? That spanner. Maybe I'll ask Mo if I can make it on a live. She's so good. She'll say, sure, yeah, make it. My sister Mo is really good at what I would call fun folds. She's kind of the fun fold person. My other sister Ellie does fun folds too. They like folds. I do too, but my sister always sees something and goes, oh, that'd be really great with a buckle card or a spanner card. Because you guys saw the buckle card, right? This was also my sister Mo's card. Oops. This one, but we made this one.
Remember? And then it opens up and you get this little buckle. So cute. This set is so fantastic, you guys. You can go simple or you can go complicated. Make it. My sister Mo says, go ahead and make it. I'll make it maybe on Wednesday. Yeah. The Fun Fold sisters. Ellie and Mo. Leanne says we're the Fun Fold sisters. We're so fun. I don't do a lot of folds other than if I copy them. If I case one of theirs, I do it. Oh, and if I make a card and it's got a fold, I always have to say, Ellie, what's the name of this fold? Because she knows the names of them all. It just kills me. Anyway, I just call it the flippy floppy whatever, but she knows the name. All right, you guys. I think that's it. So I'm going to see you on Wednesday at 3 p.m. For our next regular scheduled card. I am scheduled for my second cataract on Thursday. Yay. But I should be fine for Sunday. Like, you kind of recover quite quickly. So I should be okay. Should be back on Sunday with you guys. But I will see you Wednesday before I go under the knife. All right. See ya. Get it? See ya. Cataract surgery. See ya. I'll see you Wednesday. All right, you guys. You have a great rest of the day. I'm not complaining, but I sure hope the weather clears up because we could use a little bit of sunshine here. This liquid sunshine is for 2 weeks. It's just, well, it's a good day to stand up. There you go. It's always a bright side. Okay, you guys. Thanks, Keisha. All right, you guys. We'll see you soon. See you Wednesday, Diane. Bye. Have a great day, you guys.